Healthy shame is something that is required. It's quite universal across, with all human beings from all different countries and places around the world. It motivates us to change bad behavior. It motivates us to act, civilly in society. So we call this healthy shame. There's another part of shame, or another type of shame we call toxic shame. This is the shame that is suppressed and activated when the nervous system is sensing some sort of lack of safety, right? Due to some childhood upbringing, the child may have been subjugated to trauma. They don't feel safe, so they grow up with sort of like this chip on their shoulder, very highly defensive and sensitive to criticism, where they have this toxic shame. They carry it around, and there could be perceived attacks that they perceive things that are neutral as an attack. So this is toxic shame, right? It's extreme defensiveness, and that is usually, you can say, masked or manifested by rage. So shame, usually toxic shame, leads to rage. Healthy shame leads to changed behavior. And that rage would come out, right? So if you're in a relationship with someone who has toxic shame, usually we just call it, insecurities. Over time, you might have said something. The partner with toxic shame will then have some rage, and that rage could be, upfront rage, like overt rage, like this violence or yelling and raising the voice, or it could be covert rage, like passive aggressiveness, and stuff like that. Over time, with in a relationship with a person like this, you learn, and this is where we come, this is where the term walking on eggshells comes from. You learn over time that, can't talk about this, can't talk about that, can't comment this, can't comment that. Got to be careful here, got to be careful there. I've got to watch out what I say in front of that person there. I can't talk to the opposite sex in any way, shape, or form here. So I've got to start lying maybe, or finding a back door. So you start to develop, as we call it, walking on eggshells. This is how, or this is why people do that, is because most likely the person they're in a relationship with is carrying toxic shame, which they, isn't healed, and it manifests and it comes out as rage, control, and or in other forms of abuse.